All right, welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into a book that's, well, it's not just a book. It's a challenge, a puzzle box, designed specifically for you to solve. So, let's get right into it.
Picture this. You're an heiress. You're in a fancy hotel suite. And suddenly, the love of your life who's been missing walks in, and he's covered in blood.
So what kind of book starts like that? Is it a thriller? A romance? A deep, dark mystery? The answer is yes. It's all of those things, and they're all wrapped up inside a game.
So yeah, welcome to the game. We are diving deep into Jennifer Lynn Barnes's Games Untold, which you might know is part of the whole inheritance games world. But here's the thing. This isn't just another book in the series. Oh no.
See, this book isn't just another chapter in the saga. It's a puzzle box. The author has literally designed this collection of stories as a game. And it's not just for the characters to play, it's for us. Every single story is one piece of a much bigger, much more complicated puzzle.
So let's talk about that puzzle box. What are the pieces? How does this whole thing work? Let's crack it open and see what's inside.
Okay, so take a look. The collection is all over the place, and that's on purpose. It jumps between different characters, different styles. I mean, you've got these linear, straight-up thrillers with Avery and Jameson. Then you've got Libby and Nash's story that bounces between now and then. There's even a whole story built around a seriously high-stakes, secret Santa game. But this variety, it's not random at all. Each format, each style is a different kind of game.
And that brings us to the heart of it all. At the center of this puzzle box, there's one single, powerful theme. Love is a dangerous game. For the Hawthornes and for anyone who gets close to them, relationships are never just relationships. They're always a game.
And you can see this play out in the three main romances, but each one has its own set of rules. For Avery and Jameson, their game is all about adrenaline and dares, pushing the limits. For Hannah and Toby, it's a game of intellect and secrets, a total battle of wits. And then you have Libby and Nash, whose game is quieter, more about vulnerability and trust.
And just look at the contrast between these two pairs. With Avery and Jameson, their language is action. Their whole love story is written in rooftop adventures and coin flips. Their game is physical. But then you've got Hannah and Toby. Their connection? It's built on coded messages and these insane psychological puzzles. Their language is all about intellect and riddles. It's body versus mind.
And this quote from Jameson, it just sums them up perfectly. Heads I kiss you, tails you kiss me. And either way, it means something. See? Every choice is a risk, a dare, a gamble. But the outcome is always connection. It's the kind of game where, no matter how the coin lands, they both win.
And then there's Toby. His line to Hannah is just, wow. What about you, palindrome girl? H-A-N-N-H. We could have a little fun, set the world on fire. I mean, that is dripping with danger and intellect. He doesn't just see a girl, he sees a puzzle, a palindrome. He sees her name forwards and backwards. And for these two, that's romance. And this idea of games builds right into the plot. We get to solve these puzzles right along with the characters. So let's take this one from Prague. Avery gets this super cryptic clue. Borrow or rob, don't nod. At first, she goes down this whole rabbit hole investigating World War II plaques, thinking it's about a thief. Totally wrong. And then the aha moment, the click. She realizes the clues themselves are palindromes. They read the same backward as forward. And that is the key that unlocks the entire thing, leading her to the Charles Bridge and its crazy palindromic date. It's just so smart.
And it's not always these big life-or-death chases, you know? Even the quieter moments are games. Take Libby and Nash. They have this thing called the Magic 8-Ball, where they just ask each other questions. It's a game about emotional honesty, about revealing hidden truths. It just goes to show, in their world, every single interaction has rules and a prize.
So you have to ask, where does all this come from? This obsession with puzzles, with games? Well, it all echoes back to one man, the ghost in the machine. The late, great, and very complicated billionaire Tobias Hawthorne. He's the architect of everything.
To really get these characters, you have to understand what it even means to be a Hawthorne. It's not just a name, it's practically a personality type. It's this insatiable hunger for puzzles and challenges. It's a mindset where hearing someone say everything's been done doesn't sound like a fact, it sounds like a dare.
And this quote from Nash, man, it just perfectly captures the dark side of that legacy. He says his grandfather was closer to Daedalus, always making labyrinths, hiding monsters, pushing all of us to fly too close to the sun. He doesn't compare him to a loving patriarch. He compares him to the guy who built a maze for a monster. He created puzzles that were also traps, and he pushed his grandsons to be both brilliant and dangerously reckless.
So that's the thing. Even though Tobias Hawthorne is dead and gone, he's still pulling all the strings. He's the ghost in the machine. Every secret, every riddle, every single game these characters play, it's all just an echo of the life he built for them. It's a legacy you can't escape.
So that brings us to the big question, right? Why do we love to play? Why does a book like this hook us so deeply? What's the universal appeal of the puzzle?
I think it really boils down to a few things. First, we're just hardwired to love secrets and the thrill of the chase, right? And when you get to solve a puzzle with a character, it creates this really strong connection. You're in it together. Plus, in this world, the games aren't just games, they're a language. It's how these characters show love, process grief, and build trust. And that's why this book works so well. It's not just more of the story. It's like a special key that helps you understand the entire series on a whole new level.
And that reveals the final, ultimate puzzle. Because the biggest game isn't actually on the page. It's not Avery's, it's not Toby's. The real game is the one the author is playing with us, the readers. She's the one who built this entire puzzle box for us to solve.
Which leaves us with one final thought to chew on. If life really is a game, what are the rules? And maybe more importantly, are you playing to win?